In today's video, we're gonna throw in some mad stickers, click in some buttons, and play some soccer. Let's go! Hello guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. So today, as you can see, I got this SEV Nintendo Super Famicom, and as you can see, the state is absolutely disastrous. So this is a Japanese version of this Super Nintendo, and basically this is not a transportation problem. I just bought it as it is, so I just pay 17 euros, I believe, and I bought it in unknown condition. The seller said that the last time he plugged it in, it just works fine. So as you can see, as far for the case, I can't do much, so I will not repair it. It's impossible for me. But fortunately, our friends from BITFUNX sent me a cool thing that I hope that can transform this console. So BITFUNX, as you know already for sure, a couple of translucent shells for a variety of consoles, and they kindly sent me a translucent shell for this Super Nintendo. So this time I choose one color that I don't have. I have a lot of translucent clear and black ones, but I don't have any purple ones. So this time they sent me this amazing purple edition. It's really cool on person. Of course, I have already give it a go before this video. It's really beautiful. And of course, as always, these shells came with all of the necessary accessories. As you can see, it also came with a new ports, so you don't have this ugly gray. So they also came with this new, as you can see, came with this amazing translucent purple controller door. So you just need to replace a little piece right here and it's plug and play. The only thing you just need to be aware, if you want to go further, you will need to replace this rear piece right here, and this rear piece, to replace this rear piece you need to unsolder the DC in, and that's the only point where the less experienced people may encounter a little problem. So if you're not familiar with solder, this may be a little tricky for you, but if you are just a little bit aware with the solder, how it's done, it's quite simple. It's just 2 or 3 solder points. It's quite easy if you do with careful. They even send you, as you can see, 2 pieces, so if you mess up one piece you just need to redo all again with the second piece. But anyway, without losing any more time, or no, this time we also have an extra package right here, an extra black bag, and you will already know I'm not gonna make a lot of publicity, but you know why. This is Nintendo stickers, so just that you know why I don't wanna make a hell of a publicity on that. But on the first packages, in fact I have a black edition of this one. I don't get any stickers, I have to do my own. As I was saying, without losing any more time, let's grab the tools, let's grab the soldering iron and replace all of these parts into this new shell and see the final result. Let's get started. And just a quick tip before we start. Normally in my projects I use this kind of, not quite sure the name, but it's a little container with small dividers. You can, on the at the same time you will remove the bolts, you can place them in different containers to kind of help you on the reassemble to know where the bolts go in the correct places. So, and a quick comparison between the new and the old case. As you can see, it's pretty much the same, although we have a little difference right here, because I believe this is to install the American cartridges, so that's why the shape is just a little bit different. This, we don't need anything, we just need the bottom stickers if you wanna reuse them, which I will try. As for the front, the controller ports and the little faceplate, we don't need them as well, because we have the controller ports and a new faceplate as well, although we need this metal piece. We already have the 3M adhesive, we just need to remove this and install them in the new faceplate. We don't need the shaft, the spring and the eject pad, because we have a new eject shaft spring and the new lever or pad as well. And the most complicated part, which is replace this piece right here. As you can see, we have a new one to be purple, and we also have the DC ins. So basically, if I'm not mistaken, you just need to remove this bolt and unsolder these two pins, and this piece will be right out. Yeah, let's start for this part first, and after that clean the motherboard and the rest of the part and get this done. So, and as you can see, I already set up the board here with a little plastic to kind of flush it. So I have just a little basic soldering iron, a little bit of soldering. This is a basic soldering remover, so you just need to press it and click. You kind of remove the soldering, and of course the tool to remove the bolt. So as you can see, it's gonna be really easy. If you want to try this, do it very careful. Do not pull the DC in. Basically the DC in need to fall out, because if you pull the DC in from the other side, you can pull the pads from the board, and if you remove the pads from the board, first you can damage it, and second, you'll no longer be able to solder the new pad, the new DC in, so you're gonna mess it up. So be gentle, take your time. If you take 10 or 20 minutes to do it, let it be. So take your time. And as you can see, I don't have any fancy tools, and I'm not the best at soldering at all, but anyway, it's done. As you can see, flush, perfect. So I'm now gonna clean the entire board, even to remove this flux in here on the soldering as well. Another quick tip for the cleaning: so if you want to clean the socket, this is removable, so you can clean this, and it's always a good practical clean here and here as well. But yeah, I'm gonna do this off camera to be really quick, and I will be back in a minute. And as you can see, after a couple minutes, the clean is done. And if you're wondering why just only these parts, it's because I normally do a controversial decision. As you can see, I do not clean these metal shields because I do not gonna use them. I know some people agree with this, some people don't, but I reckon it looks a lot better without them, and with the modern technology that I believe won't be any interference, that we're gonna need this protection. So I have done a lot of these mods without any problem, so we're gonna do this again. So as you can see, the reassemble is done, easy, and now it's the best part. As you can see, we have a couple of choices for the stickers. I already removed the original ones. Unfortunately, I don't have double side tape thin enough to apply them, so I will do that off camera later. And now we have two choices, or either metallic or either red with multicolor and black for the rest. So I think I'm gonna go with metallic. I'm gonna maintain the Super Nintendo and the Japan letters because this is a Japanese version. Yeah, let's apply them. Well, as you can see, I applied the Nintendo Super Famicom slightly up because I want to use these Japanese letters. And as you can see, I don't know what the hell happened. You can see a little spring right there. I don't know if it falls down or it's, I believe it's from this little door right here. As you can, yes, as you can see, it's completely fall apart, not a good sign, but yeah, I'm gonna open it up and repair it. But anyway, I'm gonna glue the rest of the letters and repair the door, and I will be back in a minute. Fix it and finish it. Love it. And that's all for today, I believe. As I told you in the middle of this video, I have already a black edition of this console, as you can see right here. These letters and this multicolor logo, I have done it by myself. This is UV print, but anyway, you can have a comparison between the both now. I believe the purple looks really nice. I like it a lot with the metallic letters. Absolutely amazing. But anyway, I leave you the link for both colors and even for a total clear edition in the description. If you have any doubts about installation of any doubts about this project, leave me in the comments or just email me. But I believe for now that's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope I can catch you in the next one.